Not only just a break from rain on this wonderful Friday morning and into the afternoon as we get ready for the 4th of July, but we've got good news as well when it comes to not only what our fireworks temperature is going to be like, but here in a second we're going to talk about the lifting of a number of our flash flood warnings that persisted for the last 5-6 days. There's a live look over 7th and Range Line. It's a busy one now. Look like everybody trying to either get in town or get out of town for the holiday weekend. My goodness, it's been a long time since we saw an intersection bustling like that. 82 degrees is where we stand in Joplin. Great thing is that humidity dipping all the way down to 51%. That's welcome relief, because if not, it'd feel about like 95, 96. But there's actually only about a 2 to 3 degree difference between the temperature and the heat index reading. And with the barometer on the rise there, that pressure, that bottom line, good indicator that the blue skies are here to stick around. Not much movement since the last time we checked in on our temperature. Still a whole bunch of 80s down throughout northeast Oklahoma, southern and southwest Missouri. 84 in Chanute, Parsons, and Neodesha has been our warmest spots on this Friday, July the 2nd. And Nevada and Miami still sitting at 80. Now let's talk about where the rain is and how it left us. Everything dropped down to the south of us, rolled through the Red River this morning, then it makes its way across the southeastern portion of the United States before there's a little upturn along the mid-Atlantic. Now, if we zoom in on our highlighted counties, you'll see right here at the bottom, we were just scraping by without any precipitation for the far reaches of northeast Oklahoma, but really nothing to worry about. Nothing's moving from south to north, everything moving pretty much west to east, and so that's why it's not even going to clip us. Let's talk about the Neosho River. Now, we still do have a flood warning indicated from the Kansas-Oklahoma state line down through Miami and Commerce that lasts all the way until Sunday. But earlier this morning, we still had it running through Labette County from Erie to Parsons to Oswego. So there's our positive there. We're able to lift that and just kind of isolate it into the last leg of the river. Now, we still do have the flood warning for the Marmonton, the Osage, the Little Osage up through Nevada. And an additional one just to the north of that, you'll see in between Mound City and Butler, the old Meridacine. It's got a flood warning that lasts until Saturday as well. So we're not completely out of the clear, but one more flood warning we were able to dispatch of, the one for Allen County. It did expire before the noon hour. And even though they didn't have as much rain for the past couple of days in Allen County as in other places, they were just hammered early this weekend into the weekend. So this will take us back to Saturday right here. If you in your community got out in 1 to 3 inch range, you were lucky. Everybody else pretty much ranging from easily 4 to 5 inches all the way up to 10 inches, in excess of 10 inches there, just on the south side of I-44 with the back-to-back days that we had heavy rain. Pacific Northwest still mired in drought and very hot temperatures. You see the northeastern thunderstorm activity. That's because the old trough of the jet stream dug in. That thing doesn't want to move. And we've got some tropical developments to speak about as well. And that would be one, Hurricane Elsa. That's right, Elsa developed into a hurricane earlier this morning. Now, a Category 1 as it hangs right over the Lesser Antilles. So they have actually got hurricane warnings and watches that stress all the way up through Hispaniola into Cuba, because it should maintain Category 1 status as it makes its way toward Haiti and the Dominican, and then breaks back into tropical storm by the time we get it to next week. Still, we'll be keeping our eyes on this, because if it follows that track right there, still got a chance for some tropical storm warnings to show up on the west coast of Florida. Our weather trend going to put us into the 80s, not only for today, but the next several days. Now, sunset at 8:42 to about 8:40. And the reason I bring that up is because that's what we're going to be talking about with, I know, firework activity. And so no worry about rain. And when we put our slot right there, we're still talking about, you know, you can see 70, 75 degrees. You can see some 80s right there. So not only are we going to get spoiled during the daytime hours because it's not going to be too hot, but sitting outside and watching the fireworks is going to be perfect as well.
Yeah, you really can't complain about that. It's going to be amazing.
Well deserved after what we went through from Friday to Thursday.
Yep. Perfect. All right, thanks, Michael.